So let me give y'all a little background about where I came from. I wouldn't call our family poor. Well, there's been times where we were fairly poor, I guess. But I wouldn't say dirt poor or nothing like that. But I grew up without a dad, so it was a single kind of mother household, single parent household. My nose is red, look like Rudolph right now. I hate when you get them things on your nose. Anyway, we did not live in the best looking house. And, we grew up in Alabama. And then, one day it got to the point where we said we need to move out of here. We planned for the longest time to move out of that house. And so finally, when I graduated high school, my mom said, well, we should just move to Florida. Because in the past, they said, we could move to California. But, my mom wasn't really on board with that idea. It's too far away. It's on the other part of the country. So we were living in Alabama, like I said. So my dad actually proposed this idea. He said, why don't we just move to Florida instead? Because Florida is, borders Alabama and everything. It's like from where I live, a 4-hour drive to the closest beach. So, and I live in central Alabama, so I said, you know what? That might be a good idea, actually. I said, I've always wanted to live on the beach, So we ended up doing it. We moved to Florida. Had the hardest time getting an apartment, but we finally got one. And then I think we were having credit issues or something. I don't think it was credit. I think it was something else. I don't want to give too much personal stuff away, so I doubt it was credit. That probably don't make sense, actually. Anyway, we finally got down there and moved down there and everything. I stayed about 3 months, and I don't want to act like I wasn't included. I was included on the decision. They even asked what I thought about it, and I said, actually, yeah, that sounds awesome. But later on, as I got down there, I didn't know anybody. I have a couple family members down there at most, but not many. And I said, you know what? This ain't what I thought it was going to be. So, I was like, I miss being home, man. So I was like, I guess I'm going to move back home. At this point, I was out of high school and, had to get a job somewhere. And I wasn't too set to live on my own, so. But it all ended up working out. But I'm not going to get into what happened when I moved back. Rather, I'm going to get into what kind of happened when I was down there. All I'll say about moving back is it ended up working out, and I moved back to Alabama. And my parents still live down there. I see them a lot, but I've always had kind of this dream, like, I'll be making YouTube videos with lots of subscribers and tell them where I came from, this house that wasn't all that nice, and just, really rough living to being at the beach. I was just going to have this awesome story about it. And, it's kind of cool that it ended up happening, and I can actually share the story with you. So it's kind of like a dream. That was the dream come true, that I moved down there, but it ended up not being what I thought it would be. But it was awesome living down there. It's just you didn't know anybody. So, but the fact that I can share this story, I wanted to share this story forever. I said I was going to get into more of what happened down there. I'm getting into more of what I envisioned happening. So this video took a different turn than what I expected it was going to be, but I've had, to you this might just seem like a normal video, whoever's watching, but to me, this is like, I've been wanting to make this video a long time, so even if it ain't nothing that special of a video, it's something I still want to upload, because I've wanted to share this story a long time, so I would like to have it out there, and maybe I'll update it later, make it more exciting, add more to it. But anyway, and I'm trying to think if there's any good stories, like crazy Florida stories. I can't think of anything. I have a couple in mind, but I think I'll save that for a separate video. But anyway, that's my Florida experience, is what I'll call this video. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all later.